a sign to lock in is exactly what I've experienced today. And in a way, I also hope you'll experience this at some point, because that is the most motivating thing ever. Like, nothing can motivate you more than a sign like this to lock in, and especially in my case, like the sign I've had today, because it's family related. Like, the sign to lock in I've had is that more recently, and more specifically today, my mom's been complaining about like the affordability of things and just general life, and constantly moaning about, like, you know, having to work so much. And I don't want that for her, and I really don't want that to be the life for her or for me, especially, like, just generally all in all. I don't want that life to be what my parents have to experience until retirement. I don't want them to have to, you know, go through more work and hardship like that, and I don't want to do that myself either. So experiencing having my mom, like, sort of complaining about how she's never got enough money, and even the fact that she's had to, like, send some clothes back because she couldn't afford it, hearing that has just really, really, like, motivated me and added to my list of why I have to make this happen. And in a way, like I said at the start, I hope you experience something like this as well, because it generally does just sort of turn your mindset to get you to lock in. Because start of the year anyway, I've, like, made it my mission from the start to, like, cut out all of the bad things I had in 2024. So, like, there's a few, like, bad habits I just had, couldn't really break out of them. But since, like, this year started, it's not a New Year's resolution or anything, because I don't really, you know, resonate with any of that, because again, that's sort of setting you up for failure. It's like planning to not do something and not having full control over yourself. So I've kind of just refreshed myself, and I've had it, like, mentally wise, that rather than it's a new year, it's a new beginning. I've already got everything in place, everything I need to do, so I just need to do it. So cutting out all the bad habits and everything that I would have had from last year has definitely been a good decision so far. But, like, the main point of this video I wanted to do now is I generally just felt like coming to the camera and just saying, you know, this is a sign to lock in. Like, the new year started, and if you're not already, you know, pushing out work, like right now my sales are pretty low, especially today. Like, it's hit a low, but that hasn't affected me, because, you know, the discipline I've built up over the past 2 years, well, not even 2 years, like the past 1.5 years, from doing what I'm doing, like dropshipping, the discipline I've built up day to day to day and stuck to it, just now allows me to do the work that needs to be done whenever. It doesn't matter how I'm feeling, doesn't matter what I've got, like, you know, planned the rest of that. I'm still gonna get back and get everything done. I mean, right now it's like 12 p.m, like, and I'm still recording a video. I've still got a few things to do after this. It really doesn't faze me anymore. I've got to a point where it's sort of just work, because there's a clear goal in mind, and I need to achieve it this year. Like, I've got a clear goal in mind, because I know what's possible. You know, I spoke to some people who are at higher levels than me, and I clearly know what they're doing, what they're achieving, and I'm like, well, I need to get there. So, yeah, other than that, I've got, like, quite a few things planned. I'm getting some really, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm getting some really good ideas for just general stuff now. Like, so if I've got, like, a product, I just get some really good ideas for content, or if I've got, you know, an idea for what I could do with the web, stuff like that. I'm getting some really good ideas regarding the business itself, which is a really good standing point to be at, because that means I'm going to be able to just get ahead over the competition, and sort of just getting, it's a sign of progression, basically, what I'm trying to say. And that's exactly what I'm looking for, really. I want to be able to progress and just keep moving forwards. And like a lot of people I've heard say, you know, progression isn't really measured by a monetary amount. I mean, in some cases it is, but let's just say it isn't, because in reality, it's not just how much money you make to say you're progressing. It's also about, you know, are your videos getting better? Are your product selections getting better? Is your mentality, you know, your discipline, just, are you getting better, basically? That's the whole point around progression. So it's not all just determined by one, like, simple thing. It's a whole measure of yourself and your capability. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and start posting more consistently now, just sort of raw content. I'm going to come up with some content ideas as well to, you know, give you guys some source, give you guys some facts and that. If you want to follow my journey, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm not asking you to, but I'm just, you know, if you want to follow me, then go ahead, because it's certainly going to be a fun year, and there's going to be a lot to accomplish. So, you know, there's certainly going to be a lot of hard work here and a lot of, you know, late nights like this. Oh, it's not really late, but, you know, a lot of long working days, because I know what's possible, and I know that in the end I can get to that, like, achievement. I can get to where I want to be, so I just need to do it, basically. So yeah, that's kind of all I've got to say, really. I'll upload again soon, come up with some more content ideas. But yeah, I hope you guys all the best for now, and I'll see you in the next video.